Tell me if you guys are able to comment before I start chat off my face. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're watching the live after the fact, go ahead and like, comment, share, and subscribe. If you're just coming in, make sure you guys like the live. The topic is, as the live suggests, talking about career today. You guys have an opportunity to ask me questions, and I will be sharing a few gems and thoughts based on my experience. So yeah, just waiting to see if you guys can comment, because if you guys can't comment then I can't get the questions. Then do you get what I'm saying? So it's very necessary that you guys are able to comment. Okay, I see a comment. I see 2 comments. Okay, hi guys, how are you guys feeling? I'm feeling well today. I'm in a good mood. I just had tofu and mashed potatoes for my dinner, and that was a vibe. Hey Grace. Yes, so just getting all my faves in, you know yeah. So thank you for the wow, thank you for the first compliments, guys. No, for real though, like my titties are tittying today. But yes, today we're really here to talk about career things. Maybe I should have dressed more appropriately. But yeah, comfortable clothes, comfortable settings. So I'm not on the floor today, which is weird, but yeah. Alright. So I promised you guys some time ago that I was gonna do a video about, my journey from starving artist to corporate woman and everything in between. I'm gonna attempt to do that tonight as best as possible before my phone dies. That's just the truth. No, 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 no. I'm still in a greenhouse. Okay? Okay? Alright. So guys, hold the questions. I'm going to give a good preamble, have a little discussion with you first. And yes, I am gonna save the live. So yeah, boom. So when I say starving artist, it's sometimes gets a negative, it gives a negative connotation, but for me, the starving artist is the happiest person. Like, for those of you who know or may not have known, I went to the UWI, Mona. I studied entertainment and cultural enterprise management. I always saw myself as a very creative person, and after school, I wanted to be a artist manager, yeah, or an event planner. Um, I really, thought that I was going to be one of those people who, go with the flow, and I would just always go wherever my art carries me, and I would live a long, fulfilling life just doing what I want to do. And for a long time, that was really the plan. And in my final, in my final year, I believe, a friend of mine reached out to me and said, hey, an agency is hiring and they're hiring 2 persons, and I want you to be the other person that takes the job with me. Now I was just like, agency? I was like, I'm not really sure if I want to work at an agency, that's one. And 2, I really wanted to be like a starving artist. I never really planned to get any like help along the way. But I just want, figure out life on my own. But like my mom and my dad are just like, what's the worst that could happen? Give it a try. Maybe it's something that you will enjoy. I went to that interview and I just told them plain and straight, I just have event management experience. I don't know anything about social media marketing in the formal sense. Yes, I did social media marketing for my own personal brands, but nothing formal. They saw a lot of potential in me and they hired me. And that is where I really got my foot in digital, which is what I still do now. But that's where it all began, at that agency. So that agency taught me everything that I know about marketing now. Like, yeah, them made me, mold me, all of that stuff. And it it was a good experience at first, but I just didn't feel fulfilled. I didn't feel fulfilled because I wasn't doing what I wanted to do, which was to just go with the flow and find, new and interesting ways to earn each month. With corporate, you are, assured a paycheck every month, whether or not you do any work. Um, Many people don't have an issue with that, but for me, it's kind of unfulfilling, lackluster, and it's like each time, I change jobs, probably get more money, more opportunities, meet more people, just more exposure, more. It's like I just keep getting more, yes, but I still don't feel fulfilled. So like the other day and even now, the reason why I'm not really creating as much content as you guys are used to is because I'm kind of in a rut now where I'm just like, you gave up being a starving artist to be a corporate woman, but it's like, what do you have to show from being a corporate person? It's like sometimes I feel like I sold out myself. I don't have anything to show for it because I feel like if you're gonna sell out on your own dreams, you must have some sort of, golden reward to look back at and say, yeah, man, at least I have accomplished this, or at least I can say I have this. I kind of feel like, okay, so I sold out and I don't really have anything to show for it. So here I'm not living the life that I wanted to live, but, you know, everybody can say, oh, you have a nice job, or oh my god, you get, the best of both worlds, a 9 to 5, and you get to follow your dream. But it's like, whenever you're following your dream like halfway, it doesn't really, you know, it doesn't really feel as fulfilling. So that's one of the things that I'm struggling with now, which is why I'm really not able to create at the level that I want to create. Because for me to create YouTube content, I have to be in a good mood. Like, I could come and tell you guys, hey, I'm in a good mood today. Like, it's like that. Unfortunately, it's an energy thing. So it's like when you give all of your energy, not only to where you work, but the people that are around you, and it's just the energy, you use up all the energy on those things, and then you don't have enough energy to do what you really want to do. And it's like, at what cost then? So right now I'm in a stage of adjusting and planning ahead again. And I feel like I've lived many career lives. So that's why I've invited you guys all to come and ask me a few questions, and let us have some some meaningful discussions about reimagining, re-engineering our lives based on the life that we want to have or deserve to have. No, this sounds like an inspirational speech, but that's really what it is. So you guys can go ahead and comment below now and ask me your career questions. I'll give you my advice from my point of view, both from the perspective of the starving artist and the corporate woman, regrettably, whatever. But yeah, so you guys can go ahead and ask your questions now. What exactly do you do? I am a social media and marketing coordinator. Um, when marketing outside underground was a thing, I would help with outdoor promotions and stuff like that. But as it stands, outside is not real. So my job is only digital now. I create content for the brand that I work for, manage their social media ads, come up with social media campaigns. Have you considered leaving the country to work? Yes and no. I've considered it a few times, but it's it's not on my top of things to do because I think that in Jamaica I am a big fish in a small pond. Like no matter what, I'll always be able to have certain opportunities afforded to me. So it's really just a matter of me making the most of those opportunities, making the most of my connections, and putting up more effort in life. I feel like overseas I would be a small fish in a big pond. I don't know if I'd be able to stand out in what it is that I do. So I don't know if, no, I'm not really sure if going overseas would work for me personally. What was it like job hunting when you left the university in Jamaica? Honestly speaking, I have a lot of employment luck, which is not really something that I celebrate because we don't dream of labor. But out of college, as I said in the story before, I don't know if you missed it. I was kind of just my friend just told me to apply for a job, and I kind of just got the job like same time. They met me, they loved me, they hired me. My job after that, somebody recommended me. They met me, they loved me, they hired me. After that, a man met me for 5 minutes, he hired me. Then again, the people who I work with now were my clients before. They met me, they loved me, they hired me. I've never had a hard job hunting experience, which is why I said I'm not really sure if I would leave the country to work when I know I have the luck and I know that I am a big fish in a small pond here. So, yeah. How did you get your first job? I just told that story really well. That really wasn't my first job. I think my first job was at a gaming lounge, and guys, who child, that first job was absolutely crazy. Again, I went, they met me, they loved me. I started working there. My first job in university, I used to work 6 o'clock in the evening until 3 a.m. or 4 in the week, and on the weekends, 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. And I would have to study there. I'd have to do everything at that job. It was very, very hard, to say the least. On your emotional, yet everything all. Whoa, why my phone I slide out of my tripod? When I love is. Hey, Opa. How do you choose between pay and passion? Meaning this is paying me money, but I'm not passionate about it. Versus I'm passionate about this, but it doesn't pay me. That is very, very hard. And for me, because I do a lot of rash things, I must admit. If I feel like tomorrow, September 8th, I don't want to work at my job, I'll just quit, which is not necessarily how I want to tell you guys to live your lives, but that's just how I am. If I'm not passionate about something, I can't do it well. When I'm not operating at my optimal level, it makes me very sad. So if I can't find myself, if I can't pull myself to be passionate about what I'm doing or work well, I'm gonna have to leave the job. Choosing between passion or pay depends on your life situation. So I can get up and do very rash things because I don't have any children. I don't live with no man, and the house I live in, I own it, so I don't pay rent. There's a lot of different factors in my life that allows me to live very haphazardly, thank God, because I'm a Sagittarius and I love to do mentally unstable things all of the time. So for me, passion always beats pay. I will go home and eat ice. I'm that type of person. I'm the type of person where you won't know if I'm hungry. I always want to be happy, and I always want to be doing things that I'm passionate about and things that I love. I will go home and eat ice. I will still be on Instagram acting like I'm not broke. I'll still be acting quite normal. That's just the type of person I am. So passion always beats pay for me, but you guys have to kind of figure out what is going on in your personal life and how you can manage it. Remember, say you don't want debt collectors looking for you. You don't want the bank to look for you. You don't want courts to come back for your bed. So it's kind of like weighing the pros and cons in your personal life. But for me, it will always be passion over pay because there's so many ways to make money, and sometimes money come in slow, but it's just better that way. Hey Nets, hey Ashanik. How did you balance work and school? Um, I remember in university being told by one of my lecturers that balancing work and university never works, and it's always gonna be you're gonna choose one. So it's either you're gonna be great at your job or fail at school. And I was very happy that I could prove that lecturer wrong. For me, when something is important to me or I can see the light at the end of the tunnel, I always keep at it. So as I said, when I got my breaks at work, I would actually study at work. And when the times that I got to be at school, I made the most of that time. So when I was working and going to school, it was all about time management for me. Because as I said, as school done, we did our work from 6 to 3 or 4 in the morning, and then you don't know, have to go 6 to 6 a.m. on the weekend. So it's like no friends, no family, just studying, staying focused because I really wanted to get my degree. That was something that was very important to me. So yeah. Mm-mm. In your field, what would you say is the beginner's occupation? In a corporate job, before matriculating into something bigger in the company in the same field. I guess in my field, I guess the beginner job would be like content manager, and then you get moved up to like social media manager, then you can be a digital manager. Yeah. Yes, my father would still make me sell egg. That's a funny fact. I've been at my company for 6 years and I'm really sad. I really want to quit, but the bills are coming in every month. I also have an online store and it's not doing bad, but I'm afraid to leave. I think that you should try, in a situation like that, I think you should just try to, you know, if you're putting in 30% of yourself into the store right now, I think you should try to up that to at least 45% and try to make the store as profitable as possible so that you'll be able to leave your job soon. I think that setting a goal for a minimal requirement of money to make each month gives you something to look forward to. When you have a goal written down or in mind, something to keep you driven, it will, push you and propel you forward and help you to say, all right, cool. I know that end goal is leaving this job and I need to add more, vigor to our job. Because I mean, when you work in a corporate setting and then you have your side hustle, yes, you give your side hustle a lot, but not as much as you give your corporate job. And I feel like that is much to our detriment. I don't think anybody anywhere at any time should be in a job that they don't like. I know from experience it can be very taxing. I absolutely hate doing what I don't want to do. That really stresses me out. So like I have a very clear cut goal in my mind of what I want for myself as a influencer, YouTuber and whatever, and every morning, like before me start get sad or nothing, me just start like remind myself like where I want to be, where I want to be and how I go and get there. How does one get into digital marketing? For me, I was always very interested in digital even before I started to do it. As I said before, I was gonna be an artist manager or a event coordinator, but in my spare time, I always, studied a lot of digital marketing. I would definitely say do a few courses, either on Udemy or HubSpot, wherever you prefer to do your online learning. And then, you can probably start interning somewhere or shadowing a friend that's already in the field and then make your way in. But for me, digital marketing isn't all that, which is why I'm even at this job, because I was really hoping to learn some more about above the line marketing. Why I said that? Because it's going to be a long time before in Jamaica digital marketers are earning the amount of money they're supposed to earn, which is why I didn't want to do it anymore. So like before COVID, I had made a decision that I don't want to be that digital girl anymore, because that digital girl does not make money. It to me, it's not making the money that it's supposed to make. So that's why I even have the job I have now. Because if that was not the case, I'd have just suffered through where I was working before because I was caking. So I was making money where I was working before. So I would have just stayed and suffered through. However, it's because I really want to do above the line marketing where I'm at this job, and then so ironically, here comes COVID. So I ain't doing no above the line marketing here. I'm just doing digital marketing every day, which is what I don't want to do. But life is funny like that. And even though the world is going into a digital place, watch Jamaica still not pay digital people what they're supposed to be paid. But it's another conversation, a whole other conversation, really. Um, I really want to quit, but I still have no new job prospect. I even wrote my resignation letter already. Quitting a job in a pandemic, I know it's like quitting a job in a pandemic is probably in the top 5 things they would tell you not to do. But like, I understand what it's like to be in a place where you just feel, you know, finished with wherever you work or whatever it is that you're doing. So I would just tell you to just keep on trying to find a job before you leave. I would definitely say secure something before, because with this uncertainty of COVID-19, and I don't see the world or Jamaica getting back certain anytime soon. So you just always want to make sure that you guys are on the up and up. Remember that we say we're not making anybody from the bank. Look for us. How did you get a job as a university student? Because as soon as I mentioned that I'm a student, the interview was done. Again, guys, I'm telling you the truth, I have a lot of job luck, and yes, I can't even boil it down to anything else but luck. I think I've only been rejected from one job I've ever applied for. I have a whole lot of charisma, as you guys can tell. Like, so I don't even have like a formula to say, okay, guys, totally do this. I'm not going to come here and lie. As I said, this is just a plain, honest career talk. I'm just going to say the truth based on my experiences. Yeah, that's just it. In university, the job that I had, as I said, I was working at a gaming lounge. They really didn't mind that I was a student. They just wanted to know that I was able to balance my time well. So if you can, convince whoever you're, applying with, that, you're somebody that can manage your time and balance things well. Sometimes they don't even need examples of work situations. Sometimes they just want examples of like in your personal life where you've had to balance time well. Yeah, it's just a conversation. And always, guys, I always walk into any situation, any job interview or whatever, like I already have the job, like confidence, or even play confidence, because I'm not confident all the time, but it's important that you think I'm confident all the time, because that's what really matters. So when you go into these situations, you have to own it. Own it. Anywhere I go, me just decide to say, okay, me already get this job, because at the end of the day, I'm the greatest person for this job. So who else could they be hiring? Nobody. And that's on period. That's how you need to walk into every situation. That's just how I'm in life. If it's not me, then it's who? Because there's nobody else that is better for the job or the situation than me. That's it. Thank you for coming to my confidence talk. Next question. How much digital marketers get paid? You don't have to see an exact figure. Oh, yeah, man. Me talk some things. If you work in an agency, you can make anywhere between 80,000. No. If you can't a little lower. If you work in an agency, you can make anywhere between 60,000 and $120,000. That is quite the disparity. You forgot one of the at agency them, my love. You have 2 agencies in Jamaica that pay very well. I won't go as far as to call their names, but you can pay attention and you can see the agency them when I get work. Like, more while, those are the ones that pay well. If you're offered a job by an agency that is paying $60,000, do not take it. Realistically speaking, I don't think anybody in Jamaica should be working for $60,000, because basic life in Jamaica is over $60,000. So yeah, if you work in a corporate company, it can be anywhere between that 120 to maybe like 200 grand. I say that digital marketers are not paid as well as they should be because they really have to do a bag of things. More while you're doing digital marketing, you turn graphic designer, you're a photographer. I hate that for us. And you're not getting paid to do it. And you have when outside did I keep, you have one bag of events and stuff. Guys, my phone is dying. There will probably have to be a part 2 to this tomorrow. But yeah, digital marketers have to do one bag of things, and I don't think the money is reflecting. And y'all can quote me on that. I don't think the money is reflecting. Anyways, after 5 years of being in a company without any upward mobility, do you think it is wise to quit and find something better to do, or stay put and tough it out a little more? I will never tell any of you guys to tough it through anything, relationship, familyship, or work, especially not work, because we do not dream of labor. Like, the thing is, I don't think I would even stay at a job that after 3 years I have not seen any change in my title. Remember, you know, guys, like, just like I will tell you to not give your life to a man or a woman. You don't give your life to jobs. You can't sit down in a job in one position for 5 years. You know how many things can happen in 5 years? Is your salary being reviewed yearly? Let's discuss. Explain 25 marks. No, everybody must go into a job with an exit plan, or is me alone do that? When me get one job, me don't decide when me gonna leave the job and at what point I'm gonna leave the job. No job is for me to stay at forever and a day. If you guys want to stay and lay bricks at a job, because at the end of the day, jobs don't really care about you, you know, because I mean, if you get sick or you die, you will be replaced. It's really not that serious. Regardless of where you work and how them tell you, oh my God, here we are a family and we love each other. You're dead today and tomorrow there is a job listing. With that being said, if you're not making the most of job opportunities, if you're not getting, you see, the thing is, people need to understand that a job is a relationship, you know, just like how you're getting, you know, just like how they're getting labor from you, you're supposed to get your salary and your benefits, and you're supposed to feel like, you know, you're learning on the job. You're supposed to feel a sense of fulfillment. If your job is not treating you well, you need to leave your job, just like how you would leave a relationship. Even more so, who is giving 5 years to a job in the same position? Anyway, 5 years is my trigger point in that. Like, there's nothing I'm staying in 5 years if there's no elevation. It's a hot no for me. I can't plug in the phone because all the plug them far. I'm not at my house. Sorry, guys. That's the pay a lot of persons are getting, or less than 60K, and it's not okay. It is not okay because the cost of living in Jamaica is very high. Tell me now. Tell me. Somebody could not pay me $60,000 to be them friend on a monthly basis because that is just poverty. Think about it, guys. $60,000. What can $60,000 do in Jamaica? Realistically speaking, what I don't like about Jamaica is not only the pay disparity. You ever realize that Jamaica is just a culture of just work, pay bills, and then you die? Remember, so you're supposed to be able to make an income that you can go on a vacation from. Not just have vacation days and you end up take them at home. Or your cousin can buy you a ticket and you take a flight like once a year. That is no way to live. Like, that specific bad. But that is no way to live your life. That's no way to live your life. Like, I definitely do not want to continue on this path of earn, pay bills, and lie down, you know. I love that for me. I love it. People supposed to can do things to themselves. Like, people always ask me how, you know, I always doing my hair or my nails. If me don't do my hair and nails, me go mad. That's the bare minimum. Bare minimum is me supposed to can change my hair. Are you mad? I mean, I work every day 9 to 5. I also sometimes do my work on the weekends. I sometimes do my work after work hours, and you mean to tell me that I cannot change my hair and I can't do my nails? What am I going through? Who am I sacrificing for? No. You think my ancestors died so that I could not take care of myself? Come on, guys. You don't need to work nowhere where you can't take care of yourself. You don't need to work somewhere where you can see upward mobility. You don't need to work nowhere that is not reviewing your salary. You don't need to be working nowhere that is making you sad, draining your energy, not teaching you anything. That me it. When me there somewhere I feel like I not learn. That more frustrates me out more than anything else. Come I feel like say people supposed to be learning every day. You're supposed to be learning every day, enhancing yourself every day. If you're in a work situation and you cannot learn from the people around you, then why am I here? So yes, guys, I will take like 1 or 2 more questions, and then I'll go and we can keep this career talk part 2 tomorrow if you guys are interested. Yes, it is taboo to discuss salary, I hear, but I don't do that. When people come to me, like people send me DMs all the time, Denille, I'm being offered this. Is this a good price? No, it's not a good price. It is not a good price. And I'll tell my friend all the time, I talk about salary very openly. I have no problem with saying how much money it is that I earn. What I do have a problem saying is where I work, and it's nothing personal. I claim no job. If you know me long time, I don't claim no workplace. So the workplace marketing do 9 to 5. It not do after hours. I mean not doing my personal spaces. I not promote workplace. I not tell people my work for many reasons. Not only my safety, not only the fact that I stand alone. What I'm saying is not the views of my company. Yeah, I not discuss workplace. I not promote no workplace. That's just it. I not discuss my work. Just like how people know me for years and don't know where I live. I not promote houses. I not NHT. But certain things I just not discuss. That's just it. My job I can't do nails. Couldn't work this summer, love. Congrats on the brand ambassadorship. Thank you. Make sure you guys visit Live Well Pharmacy either in Portmore, Montego Bay, and use your discount code Denille10 for 10% off. Yeah, that's on Purple. Any more questions, guys? One last question before I go. If you guys want part 2, let me know and I'll come and go live tomorrow. But for now, my phone is about to die. So I'll take one last lucky question and this live will be available afterwards. Yes, it is not right to be paying people $60,000 after we spend so much money for go university. It's very unfair. Very, very unfair. Like, honestly speaking, like, I'm not gonna say that crime is always tied to, the employment issue in my country. There are other causes of it. But I do think that it's kind of, it's so sad that people have to be in situations that they have to turn to crime to earn in their country. Or people have to migrate to feel like they can have a better life. You should be able to make a better life where you live. The pay situation in Jamaica need a serious wake up and shake up. I'm telling you, it need a wake up and shake up, because if me go come out and not make no money, then what me I go college for? You understand? Yeah, me like the learning, but what next? Me learn some, could have earned some more money. Also, overseas, a lot of places, you get your basic degree, which is your bachelor's degree, and then if you get your master's, your pay is adjusted because you have adjusted your education level. Does that even happen in Jamaica? I know my former place of employment doesn't do that, so them. All right, guys, so here endeth part 1. I will see you guys tomorrow at 8 for part 2. And yeah, so if you guys have any more questions, can either save them for tomorrow, you can send me a DM. So if you're new, go ahead and like, comment, share, and subscribe. And if you just got here and you're wondering where this all started, I'm gonna save the live. So bye, guys.